अभी रिकॉर्डिंग क्लास शुरू हो रही है, अब ध्यान से सुनते रहिए पूरे। इन टुडेज क्लास दिस इज मैकेनिक्स ऑफ मटेरियल्स। In the previous class we were discussing about shear force and bending moment diagrams for the various types of beams. Now in today's class, let us start working out on the shear force and bending moment variations in the case of cantilever beams. यानी कैंटिलीवर बीम के ऊपर जब भी लोड जो अमल करता है, कई किस्म के लोड अमल करते हैं, पॉइंट लोड है, यूडीएल है, तो जब ये लोड्स एक्ट होते हैं बीम पर, तो एक एंड से दूसरे एंड तक शेयर फोर्स की रकम, शेयर फोर्स की वैल्यू कैसे चेंज होती है, कहां पे ज्यादा से ज्यादा यानी मैक्सिमम होती है, कहां पे कम से कम होती है, जहां पे मिनिमम होती है। उसी तरह बेंडिंग मोमेंट भी कहां मैक्सिमम होता है, कहां मिनिमम होता है, वो हम फिगर्स की शक्ल में पढ़ेंगे, यानी डायग्राम की शक्ल में, जिसको हम जो है अगर शेयर फोर्स की वेरिएशन पढ़ रहे हैं तो उसको हम शेयर फोर्स डायग्राम कहते हैं, अगर बेंडिंग मोमेंट वेरिएशन को ड्रॉ करते हैं तो उसको बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम कहते हैं। शॉर्टकट में एसएफडी एंड बीएमडी, वी कॉल इट एज एसएफडी एंड बीएमडी। तो सवाल ये होगा, ड्रॉ SFD and BMD for the cantilever beam shown below। सवाल ये होगा, यानी सवाल क्या है, जो SFD shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for the cantilever beam shown below। तो इसका मतलब क्या है, जाइल में दी गई कैंटिलीवर बीम की शेयर फोर्स और बीम पर जो लोड अमल कर रहा है उसकी वजह से शेयर फोर्स डायग्राम और बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम को ड्रॉ करिए। मकसद ये है हमारा। तो एम इज, व्हाट इज योर एम? टू ड्रॉ द शेयर फोर्स एंड बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम फॉर द कैंटिलीवर बीम शोन बिलो। ऑलरेडी आई टोल्ड यू द थंब रूल फॉर शेयर फोर्स। क्या बोला था मैं? लब या रन रूल इस्तेमाल करिए। यानी अगर आप बीम, इफ यू आर स्टार्टिंग द बीम फ्रॉम लेफ्ट साइड, वॉट एवर लेफ्ट साइड अपवर्ड फोर्स इज देयर, यू टेक इट एज पॉजिटिव, सो ऑटोमेटिकली लेफ्ट साइड डाउनवर्ड फोर्स विल बी नेगेटिव। उसी तरह बीम का जो भी दिया गया, वॉट एवर द कैंटिलीवर बीम इज गिवन, हाउ टू ड्रॉ द शेयर फोर्स एंड बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम फॉर दैट। द प्रोसीजर इज, whatever the cantilever beam is given, draw it. Let us say AB is the cantilever beam and let its span is 3 meters and it is acted upon by 3 point loads at C, D. Let us say this is 10 kilonewtons, this is 20 kilonewtons, this is 30 kilonewtons. So to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram, the procedure is generally extend the lines below the points which are given on the beam on one side of the page. After then, you all know only one support is here, other support is free. Such beam is called as cantilever. So when there is only one support, whatever the action is there, whatever the loads are acting on the beam, that should be balanced by vertical reaction here at A. Any other support? No support is there, only vertical support here is VA. So it is clear that your VA is equal to vertical reaction is equal to sum of the downward forces 30 plus 20 plus 10. This is equal to 60 kilonewtons. Can you expect any horizontal reaction here? No. HA is 0. Why? No horizontal force is acting on the beam. आप सबको पता है फिक्स्ड एंड के पास वर्टिकल रिएक्शन आएगा, हॉरिजॉन्टल रिएक्शन आएगा और मोमेंट भी आएगा, MA. So out of these 3 reactions, reactive components, VA is equal to 60 kilonewtons and HA is 0 as no horizontal force is acting. अब आपसे एक सवाल पैदा होता है, कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में भी पूछा जाता है, ऐसी वाली बीम देके मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स इज इक्वल टू डैश, ज्यादा से ज्यादा शियर फोर्स की रकम क्या है, आपको 1 मिनट में आंसर करना होगा। तो व्हाट यू विल डू इज, in the case of cantilever only one vertical reaction is there. Already I told you in the previous lectures that maximum shear force will be either at the left side support reaction or the right side support reaction. There is no right side support reaction here, only one reaction is there. So whatever the reaction you got, that is the maximum shear force. So you can say maximum shear force is equal to VA, that is equal to 60 kilonewtons. ये सही है आपका आंसर। तुरंत आप 30 सेकंड्स में आंसर कर सकते हैं कि तीनों को ऐड कर लीजिए। अगर मान लीजिए 4 forces are given, if 5 forces are given, just you take the summation of all the forces, that itself is the maximum shear force. So in the competitive exams you can easily answer. In the multiple choice it will be given like this: at A bit 40 kilonewtons, B bit 50 kilonewtons, C bit 60 kilonewtons, D none of the above. तो आपको आंसर इसमें टिक करना होगा कि कौन सा आंसर है। तो आप पूरा टोटल कर लीजिए, जो भी आंसर आएगा योर राइट आंसर इज सी हियर। तो ये आप ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस में आसान कर सकते हैं। और यहाँ पे नोट करते, जब भी पहले बोल चुका हूं मैं, आपके शियर फोर्स और बेंडिंग मोमेंट के लिए सपोर्ट रिएक्शंस जरूरी है। विदाउट सपोर्ट रिएक्शंस यू कांट वर्क आउट द प्रॉब्लम। तो अभी मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स क्या है? मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स इज 60 kilonewtons हियर। तो कीप इन माइंड, लेकिन व्हाट इज आवर एम हियर? वी हैव टू ड्रॉ द शियर फोर्स एंड बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम। बिफोर दैट वन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्टिव बिट क्या है? ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन क्या है? मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स की रकम बोलते हैं 60। उसी तरह मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग मोमेंट की वैल्यू भी क्या है? अब आपको कहां नजर आ रहा है मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स? एट द रेट ए के पास है ना मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स। उसी तरह मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग मोमेंट भी कहां पे आएगा? ए के पास आएगा, सपोर्ट के पास आएगा। क्यों? यहां पे जो मोमेंट है इन्हें क्या है? रेसिस्टिव मोमेंट है। तो ये किनके बराबर होगा? जो भी लोड्स एक्ट करें, व्हाटएवर द लोड्स आर एक्टिंग, द टोटल समेशन ऑफ द मोमेंट्स ऑफ ऑल दीज फोर्सेस एट दिस पॉइंट इज इक्वल टू यूर एमए। तो मैक्सिमम मोमेंट क्या है? एमए है, वही तो मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग मोमेंट है। तो एमए इज इक्वल टू सिंपली आप ये जो है हॉगिंग मोमेंट है, जब भी बीम ऐसा बेंड होता है तो हम क्या करते हैं? उसको हॉगिंग मोमेंट लेते हैं। तो नेगेटिव में कैलकुलेट कर ले सकते हैं हम डालने के लिए, कैलकुलेट बाय नेगेटिव वैल्यूज। तो फर्स्ट फोर्स इज 10। व्हाट इज द मोमेंट ड्यू टू 10 kilonewton at A? वर्टिकल फोर्स 10। व्हाट इज द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर? लेट अस से दिस इज 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. तो व्हाट इज द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम 10? 10 into 3, say minus 10 into 3. Why for I have taken minus? It is clockwise hogging moment है ये। Upward moments you can take it as positive. Come to the next load, 20 is here. What is the perpendicular distance from 20 to A? 1 plus 1, minus 20 into 1 plus 1. Next load is 30 का से perpendicular distance कितना है ये तक? Minus 30 into 1. No other load is there. Simply this is equal to minus 30 minus 40 minus 30. So this is equal to minus 100 kilonewton meter. What is the moment? What is the unit for moment? It is kilonewton meter. Why? Because load is in kilonewtons, distance is in meters. So your value will be kilonewton meter. So beta, in competitive exams, not only maximum shear force, he will ask, the beam will be given like this, and he'll ask what is the maximum bending moment. You can't draw all the diagrams. The easy way to calculate the maximum bending moment is simply take the moments of all the forces at the support. How I have calculated the moment at A? First force minus 10 into 3, minus 20 into 2, minus 30 into 1. Is it not simple? Within 30 seconds you can answer. So what is the answer for the maximum bending moment? 100 kilonewton meter. Negative indicates hogging moment. Negative indicates hogging moment. What is the magnitude of the bending moment? 100 kilonewton meter. Why? ये मैं कई को लिखा बेटा यहाँ पे डायग्राम। कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में डायग्राम डालने के लिए नहीं पूछेगा। क्या पूछेगा? मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स की रकम क्या है, मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग मोमेंट की वैल्यू कितनी है, तो आपको कैलकुलेट करना आना चाहिए। तो ये तो हो गया जस्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से। अब हम एक एंड से दूसरे एंड, ए से लेके बी तक या बी से लेके ए तक जब सफर करेंगे तो शेयर फोर्स की वैल्यू कैसे चेंज हो रही है उसकी डायग्राम डालेंगे, उसी तरह बेंडिंग मोमेंट कैसे चेंज हो रहा है डाल रहेंगे। तो ये कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स के लिए काम आएगा आपको, कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं। चलिए हम शेयर फोर्स की कैलकुलेशंस करते हैं। कहां से शुरू करेंगे? इफ आई स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द राइट साइड, राइट साइड का मतलब क्या है, कौन सा रूल है? रन रूल। राइट साइड, इफ आई स्टार्ट फ्रॉम राइट साइड, विच इज द फर्स्ट पॉइंट फ्रॉम राइट साइड? बी। तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज shear force at point B. What is the direction of the force at B? It is downward. Right side upward is negative. If any downward force is there, it should be positive. So this is equal to 10 kilonewton plus. Beta, in the previous class already I told you, if there is no load between one load to the another load, if there is a gap, then shear force remains constant. Why? शेयर फोर्स डेफिनेशन इटसेल्फ इज अलजेब्राइक सम ऑफ फोर्सेस प्लस एंड माइनस। जब कोई फोर्स नहीं है नेक्स्ट पॉइंट तक तो जो भी आपको शेयर फोर्स बी के पास आया है वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा। कहां तक? डी से जस्ट पहले तक, जस्ट बिफोर डी। जैसा आप डी के पास पहुंचते हैं तो लोड है तो इमीडिएट शेयर फोर्स में तब्दीली आ जाएगी। देयर विल बी ए चेंज इन द शेयर फोर्स, इट विल चेंज। लेट अस सी हाउ इट चेंजेस। सो शेयर फोर्स एट बी इज 10. Can't I write like this? Same, just before D. Am I right here? Whatever the shear force I am going to get at B, it will remain same just before D. उसके बाद at D पे लोड है वहां पे, तो मैं सेकंड पॉइंट क्या लिखूंगा? shear force at D is equal to पहला वैल्यू 10 है और D के पास फिर डाउनवर्ड है प्लस 30 किलो न्यूटन। और सी तक कोई लोड है नहीं है, क्या लिखेंगे आप? सेम जस्ट बिफोर सी। एम आई राइट हियर? तो उसकी तरह थर्ड पॉइंट शेयर फोर्स एट सी, पहले की वैल्यू 30 और सी के पास 30 है, इज इट नॉट 60? कोई लोड है ये तक? नहीं है। आप लिख देना लास्ट पॉइंट ये है, इस बात से सेम अप टू ए, बिफोर नहीं लिखेंगे, खत्म हो रही है बी यहां पे, सेम अप टू ए। ये आपकी वैल्यू किसको टैली होना चाहिए? आपके सपोर्ट रिएक्शन की वैल्यू को टैली होना चाहिए। वी ए तो ऑलरेडी हम 60 कैलकुलेट कर चुके हैं। सो ये तीनों में से आपको कौन सी वैल्यू नजर आ रही है मैक्सिमम शेयर फोर्स? व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम शेयर फोर्स? 60 इज द 60। ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिसाइडेड इन द बिगिनिंग, मैं बता दिया आपको, वी ए इटसेल्फ इज द मैक्सिमम शेयर फोर्स। तो कैलकुलेट करें नहीं करें? 10 प्लस 20 प्लस 30 करके 60। अब ये वन बाय वन कहीं को कैसे चेंज हो रहा है, हाउ इट इज चेंजिंग फ्रॉम पॉइंट टू पॉइंट। नाउ इफ यू ड्रॉ द डायग्राम, दिस इज द रेफरेंस लाइन एज अ ग्राफ शीट एंड दिस इज द पॉइंट ए, दिस इज पॉइंट सी, दिस इज पॉइंट डी, दिस इज पॉइंट बी। बी के पास हाउ मच, व्हाट वाज द वैल्यू एट बी? 10 किलो न्यूटन्स। 10 जस्ट बिफोर डी इट रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट, स्ट्राइट लाइन। यानी बी और डी के बीच में कहीं भी देखो आप, सेम हाइट है आपकी, 10 ही है। डी के पास आते ही उन्हें क्या हो गया? इट हैज इंक्रीज फ्रॉम 10 टू 30। 10 से लेके 30 को इंक्रीज हो गया डी के पास, और ये 30 सी से सी तक कांस्टेंट रहेगा। फिर सी के बाद इन्हें 30 जाके कितने को इंक्रीज हो गया? 60 को इंक्रीज हो गया, इट हैज इंक्रीज टू 60 एंड इट रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट अप टू ए। तो at A it is 60. So this is your shear force diagram. इसी को बोलते हैं हम shear force। यानी shear force कैसे चेंज हो रहा है, राइट साइड से लेके लेफ्ट साइड तक जाने पर shear force की रकम कैसे बदल रही है, how it is changing from B to A. On observing the overall diagram of this shear force, it is clear that maximum shear force is 60 and where it is occurring? At the fixed end A. Is it not what I said in the beginning? In the beginning itself I told you maximum shear force is summation of all the forces and it is at A, which is equal to VA, na? Support reaction at A. So diagram also proves that maximum shear force is at A. Now let us go for the bending moment diagram. If I go for the bending moment diagram, which is the first point? B. Bending moment at B. What is the क्या लोड है B के पास? 10 है, लेकिन 10 B से गुजर रहा है. परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस कुछ नहीं है मल्टीप्लाई करने के लिए, 0. There is no perpendicular distance for the 10. अब इसके पास आइए D के पास. 10 into what is the perpendicular distance? 1. Bending moment at D is equal to minus 10 into 1. That is equal to minus 10 kilonewton meter. D के पास हो गया. नेक्स्ट C के पास आइए. बेंडिंग मोमेंट एट C. तो C बोले तो उंगली यहां पे रखिए. पुट योर फिंगर हियर. हाउ मेनी लोड्स आर देयर बिफोर दिस? 1 2 3. तो व्हाट इज द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस फॉर दिस 10? व्हाट इज द मोमेंट ऑफ दिस 10 अबाउट C? 10 into 2. Next 20 into 1 plus 30 into 0. Why? Because 30 is passing through C. परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस नहीं है उसको. तो आप क्या करेंगे बेटा? 10 into 2 minus 20 into 1 minus 30 into 0. So it is coming to minus 20 minus 20, that is equal to minus 40 kilonewton meter. Next is last point, bending moment at A. Put your finger here. Calculate the moment due to all forces. Number 1, first force, minus 10 into 3. Next, minus 20 into 2. Next, minus 30 into 1. This is equal to minus 30, minus 40, minus 30. This is coming around minus 100. Already I have proved this in the beginning. This itself is your maximum bending moment. Am I not right? Out of all this, which is the maximum bending moment? 100 is the maximum bending moment. And where it is occurring? It is at the fixed end, which is equal to your resistive moment here, MA. MA is equal to your 100 kilonewton meter here. ये तो इस तरह से आपको शुरू में in the beginning itself I told you, if the question is given like this in the objective type, what is the maximum bending moment means? You have to take the total moment of all the forces at the fixed end. And if it is shear force, you have to take the total summation of the forces at A. There is a difference between shear force and bending moment. Shear force बोले तो आपको पूरे forces ऐड करना पड़ेगा. Bending moment बोले तो पूरे forces का you have to take the moment about A. Is it clear? So now this is the maximum. Now let us see how to draw the bending moment. As I said you in the beginning, whatever the beam bends like this, cantilever na? Cantilever means it bends, having convexity upwards and concavity downwards. So such bending is called as hogging bending, which is negative. If any member bends like this, it is called as positive moment, sagging moment, sagging moment. So here the easy way to remember this is, you can remember two figures, a smiley figure is positive, it is sagging. This is somewhat indicating sadness on the face, which is negative, called as hogging. Whichever bends having convexity at the top, it is hogging. Convexity at the bottom, like this. This is called as sagging. You'll find it in the simply supported beam, and such bending will be seen in the cantilever, which is hogging. Hogging is negative. That's why all the bending moments I have calculated as the negative values here, right? So automatically your diagram should be drawn below the reference line here. These are the salient points. How to draw the bending moment diagram now? Draw the reference line B, D, C, A. You know the bending moment at B is 0 and the bending moment at D is 10. Bending moment at another point C is 40 and bending moment at A is 100. Means at A it is 100. This line is indicating 100 magnitude. and this line is indicating, this value is indicating 40, this value is indicating 10, this is indicating 0. And already I told you in the beginning, जब भी आप पॉइंट लोड्स की वजह से बेंडिंग मोमेंट कैलकुलेट करते हो, द शेप ऑफ द डायग्राम इज लीनियर. लोड इनटू डिस्टेंस x, लोड इनटू x. x का पावर क्या है यहां पे? डिस्टेंस का. x का पावर क्या है? वेरिएबल का 1 है. दैट्स व्हाई यू विल ड्रॉ ए स्ट्रेट लाइन. This diagram is called as BMD, which is bending moment diagram. We'll call it as bending moment diagram. So just by seeing the bending moment diagram, just by observing the bending moment diagram, you can easily say that out of all these values, the maximum bending moment is at the fixed end, which is equal to 100 kilonewton meter, which you can easily observe it from the figure. And maximum shear force is 60 kilonewtons, and maximum bending moment is 100 kilonewton meter. So like this we will be drawing the shear force and bending moment diagram for multiple point loads, यानी एक से ज़्यादा पॉइंट लोड जब एक्ट होता है बीम पर, तो shear force डायग्राम कैसे डालते हैं और बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम कैसे डालते हैं. और उससे पहले just what are the maximum shear force and bending moment values I have shown you in the beginning how to calculate. After that only you are going to the diagrams. Next question is once again the same. Draw SFD and BMD for the cantilever beam shown below. मीन्स जाइल में दी गई कैंटिलीवर बीम के शेयर फोर्स और बेंडिंग मोमेंट को ड्रा करो. अब लेट अस सी हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ लोड्स आर देयर. नाउ लेट अस टेक एक्सक्लूसिवली यूडीएल. ऑलरेडी आई टोल्ड यू UDL can be represented in the form of a coil, or also some of the authors will represent the UDL like drawing a rectangle and then indicating with n number of arrows in the downward direction. It can be represented in both the ways. UDL can be represented in both the ways, either in the form of a coil or in the form of a rectangle with n number of loads. And in the previous lectures I have explained the intensity of the UDL is W per meter. The meaning of this is for 1 meter length of the beam, the load is, let us say, W kilonewtons. Means if this span is say L meters, or if the total length of the cantilever beam is L, first 1 meter, second 1 meter, third 1 meter, like that. N number of parts are there. For every 1 meter piece of the beam, you locate the centroid. Let us say this is the center. At the center, W kilonewton load is acting. For the next 1 meter, another W is acting. For the next 1 meter, W is acting. Like that for each and every 1 meter. W kilonewton is acting. So already I told you this is a combination of all parallel forces with n number of W acting, right? So what is the resultant of all this? Resultant is common sense. For 1 meter if it is W, for L meters, what is the load? W into L kilonewtons. कहां पे रहेगा वो W into L? ये पूरे बीम के, पूरे स्पैन के सेंटर के पास, यानी at L by 2, at this point, at this center, मान के चलते हैं ये C पॉइंट है, W into L होगा लोड. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? total UDL, uniformly distributed load. Why for it is called as uniformly distributed load? For every 1 meter segment of the beam, the intensity of the load is same, W. That is the meaning. There is no variation of the load. For first 1 meter, it is W. For the second 1 meter, it is not 2W or 3W. It is same. That is the meaning of that. तो लोड बराबरी से तकसीम किया गया है पूरे स्पैन पर, यहाँ पे पूरी लेंथ, तो इसको टोटल यूडीएल कहते हैं. इसी को हम वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट इट एज कैपिटल W. We can represent it as capital W. See, there is a difference between small w and capital W. Small w is called as intensity of UDL. किस नाम से बुलाते हैं इसको? इंटर. और कैपिटल W क्या है? टोटल UDL, जिसकी यूनिट किलो न्यूटन होगी और इसकी यूनिट किलो न्यूटन पर मीटर होगी. प्लीज ट्राई टू डिफरेंशिएट दिस. यू ऑल नो इफ इट इज W इंटू L, इसकी यूनिट क्या आएगी आपको? W इंटू L की, W की यूनिट है किलो न्यूटन पर मीटर, इंटू L मीटर will gets cancelled. The resulting load will have the unit of kilonewtons, which is called as total UDL, which will be represented by capital W. Please differentiate this. And small w is the intensity of the UDL. Now let us start working out the problem. So what type of load is given? It is UDL is given, and we are supposed to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram for this. AB, let us say this is the UDL, W per meter, and let us say the span of the beam is L. Whenever such general loading is given, or before that, just I will explain you. As usual, in the previous problem, I explained you one vertical reaction, and you all know the horizontal reaction here is 0 because there is no any horizontal load acting, and no doubt here you will get one MA, fixed end moment. Now, out of these total, it means for this total cantilever, how many supports are there? Only one support is there. तो whatever the support reaction you are going to get, जो भी आ रहा है आपको support reaction, वही है maximum shear force. आपको ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस में आंसर करने के लिए बहुत आसान तरीका है. तो मैक्सिमम shear force कौन है? सिर्फ एक ही सपोर्ट है, उसी की रकम, उसी की वैल्यू, मैक्सिमम सपोर्ट की रिएक्शन जो है, दैट इटसेल्फ इज द मैक्सिमम shear force. कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं? नाउ द प्रोसीजर इज, फॉर विच एवर लेंथ द यूडीएल इज गिवन, please point out the resultant load for this. You all know for 1 meter the load is W. For L meters it will be W into L. Suppose if 1 pen cost is 10 rupees, what is the cost of 10 pens? 10 into 10, 100. तो उसी तरह ये W आ गया. So this load is called as capital W, that is small w into L. So now tell me how many loads are there on the beam? Only one load is there, UDL. So your VA is automatically equal to WL. That is the maximum shear force. What is the maximum shear force? WL is the maximum shear force. उसी तरह maximum bending moment अगर objective questions में पूछा गया तो कहाँ आएगा maximum bending moment? You all know. You will get it at the fixed end, maximum bending moment. Put your finger here. Just check out how many loads are there on the right side. Only one load is there. What is the distance from here to this load? You all know it is at the center, L by 2. Center. So load WL into distance is L by 2. Minus WL cantilever into L by 2. This is equal to minus WL square by 2. Can't you answer this? Can't you answer this in 30 seconds? Easily you can answer. मैक्सिमम अगर शेयर फोर्स पूछा गया, कौन से भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में कई बार पूछता है कि बीम दे देके, बीम विल बी गिवन, लोडिंग विल बी गिवन, एंड यू विल बी आस्क्ड टू कैलकुलेट व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम शेयर फोर्स. सो यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड दैट मैक्सिमम शेयर फोर्स इज नथिंग बट द मैक्सिमम ऑफ either support reactions. Here you have only one support reaction, so that VA itself is the maximum shear force, that is equal to WL, which we have calculated, and maximum bending moment nothing but you'll get it at A, which is equal to load into distance. So this is the maximum. तो आपसे कोई सवाल पूछे, if a cantilever beam is acted upon by a UDL W per meter for the complete span L, What is the maximum shear force means? You should answer it as WL. Maximum bending moment is load into distance minus WL square by 2. Just this is from objective point of view I explained, but we have to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram here. So for this, let us go for the as per the procedure. Now to draw the bending moment and shear force diagram, please the procedure is, whenever such general loading is given, W and span is given, you choose one section XX at a distance of X from the right support. See, general, what I am writing here, general SF equation, general shear force equation. Now you draw the free body diagram. Any separate that total small part X and then draw the diagram. W per meter, XX. What is the distance here? X distance. Now tell me, what is the load here? Here the equivalent load is W into X. Why? Because for 1 meter it is W. For X meter it will be WX. And at what distance it will be acting? X by 2. Center na? So now please, shear force at XX. To the right side of the XX, how many loads are there? Only WX is there. You are taking the right side. If you follow the run rule, right side means run rule. Right side upward is negative. So you are getting downward here. It is positive. So the equation is W into X. Am I right here? So which is the variable here? Span is the, length is the variable, X. So what is the power you got for the X? 1. When you are getting power of 1 for the X, it means that the shear force diagram is a linear diagram, straight line diagram. Why? Because the variable power is 1 here. But now let us calculate the shear force values. कहाँ पे चाहिए आपको number 1 point? Shear force at B. तो ये section कहाँ से शुरू? आप B से शुरू. You have started the section from B. तो initial point is B. Therefore, at X is equal to 0. At B means X is equal to 0. If you put in X as 0 in the above equation, the value of shear force is 0. Next, number 2. Shear force at B के बाद कौन सा है? A. Put X is equal to L. What is the distance at A? B से शुरू करा है आपका सफर. You have started your journey from B. So what is the distance of A from B? It is L. So if you substitute L in this equation, W into L. W into L. Is there any other point? No. So at B it is 0, at A it is WL. So now if I draw the diagram for the shear force, this is B, this is A. At B it is 0, at A it is equal to, what is the value at A? At A it is equal to W into L. So these are the 2 points. How to join these 2 points? Is it by a straight line or by a curve? It is by a straight line. Why? Because the variable power is 1 here. So simply you join by straight line. So this is, write it as linear. Many times in the competitive exams he has asked the variation of the shear force diagram for any UDL is linear, second degree parabola, cubic parabola, none. तो आपका जवाब होना चाहिए linear. Why? Because it is based on this general equation. So what is this line? Straight line. It is slope line. So your slope remains constant. Not only this, beta, here in many of the competitive exams he has asked, this is shear force diagram, what is the area of the shear force diagram? क्या पूछा है सवाल? अगर cantilever, if cantilever is having UDL for the total span, W per meter for a span, for a length L, what is the area of shear force diagram? What he has asked? Area of the shear force diagram. First of all, we should know what is the shape of the diagram. It is a right angle triangle. What is the height of the triangle? Maximum shear force WL. What is the base of the triangle? L. So the area is half into base into height. This is equal to half into base is L. Height is WL. So it is coming to WL square by 2. तो आपके मल्टीपल चॉइस में कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में ये देगा कि ए बीट में क्या देगा, WL³/6 देगा, बी में WL²/2 देगा, सी बीट मान के चलिए WL²/8 देगा, डी में देगा 0। तो 4 में से कौन सा राइट आंसर है? तो इफ यू नो द शेप ऑफ द, अगर आपको शेप ऑफ डायग्राम डालने आता है देखते ही, तो आपको मालूम हो जाएगा कि व्हाट इज द शेप ऑफ दैट. Based on the shape, you can easily calculate the area half into base into height. So what is the right answer? WL²/2. तो आप ऑटोमेटिक से B को टिक करेंगे आप मल्टीपल चॉइस में. तो ऐसा भी पूछा है कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम में. ये कब आएगा हमारे को? जबकि हमारे को प्रोसीजर मालूम होना चाहिए कि शेप ऑफ डायग्राम कैसे डालते हैं. तो एनीहाउ जस्ट दिस इज अ जनरल डिस्कशन अबाउट द ऑब्जेक्टिव. तो एनीहाउ व्हाट इज द शेप ऑफ डायग्राम? इट इज अ राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल विथ मैक्सिमम वैल्यू. व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम शेप फोर्स? ये डायग्राम से क्या मालूम हो रहा है आपको? मैक्सिमम शेप फोर्स कितना है? WL. कहां है? एट सपोर्ट ए. मिनिमम कहां है? B के पास है एंड इट इज 0. तो सिमिलरली लेट अस सी द बेंडिंग मोमेंट. बेंडिंग मोमेंट इक्वेशन. इसके लिए सेम बेंडिंग मोमेंट लिखना पड़ेगा. बेंडिंग मोमेंट एट x इज इक्वल टू, हम जनरल से mxx कहते हैं. आप यू आर कैलकुलेटिंग द बेंडिंग मोमेंट एट x. How many loads are there between x and B? Only one load. Downward hogging moment. Load into distance minus Wx into x/2. It is coming around minus Wx²/2. Now just you see, what is the power you are getting for the x here? Second degree. Second degree means your shear force diagram variation is second degree parabola. कई बार एग्जाम में पूछा है, द वेरिएशन ऑफ द बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम ऑफ एन यूडीएल इज लीनियर, सेकेंड डिग्री पैराबोला, क्यूबिक पैराबोला, नन. सो यू शुड आंसर इट एज सेकेंड डिग्री पैराबोला. व्हाई? बिकॉज द पावर यू आर गेटिंग फॉर द एक्स इज 2 हियर, सेकेंड डिग्री पैराबोला. तो नाउ लेट अस कैलकुलेट वन बाय वन. ये जनरल इक्वेशन है, आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे. कहां है फर्स्ट पॉइंट अपना? बी. तो एक्स की वैल्यू क्या है? 0. तो बेंडिंग मोमेंट इज 0. Next is number 2, bending moment at A. Put x is equal to L in the opposite equation. It is coming around minus WL²/2. ऑलरेडी मैं आपको शुरू में बता दिया मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग मोमेंट कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं. लोड, टोटल लोड इनटू डिस्टेंस, वही रकम है ना अपने को. वी गॉट द सेम वैल्यू WL²/2. तो नाउ इफ आई ड्रॉ द डायग्राम, ड्रॉ ए रेफरेंस लाइन B. A at B it is 0. At A minus WL²/2. What is the value at A? Minus WL²/2. At B it is 0. But how to join this A and B? By a second degree parabola. Like this. What is the value? It is negative. Cut kar. So you can write this line as I have written linear here, this line. This is second degree parabola. This is your bending moment diagram. I hope all of you got it, how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram, and what are the shapes of the shear force, bending moment and the shear force and bending moment diagram, and what are the maximum values of shear force and bending moment diagram, and how to draw it by taking the general equations. I have clearly explained you. Let us go to the next problem. Same question, draw SFD and BMD for the cantilever beam shown below. तो जाइल में दी गई कैंटिलीवर बीम की शेयर फोर्स और बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम को बनाओ या मालूम करो. तो now let us take the combination of two UDL and point load, or just I'll explain you if the UDL is partial. C here 10 kilonewtons, 5 kilonewtons, 2 meters, 2 meters, the ideal intensities, let us see. कट करेंगे क्या वीडियो? बेटा बोर्ड शेयर हो रहा ना और आवाज भी आ रही? ठीक है? हाँ हाँ चलिए चलिए the next problem is we have to draw the shape of bending moment diagram for the cantilever beam shown below. Means on this cantilever beam the load is a combination of UDL and point loads. Combination of two loads are there, and let us see. First of all, from objective point of view, what is the maximum shear force? Question mark. Next is maximum bending moment is equal to question mark. तो मैं आपको आसान तरीका ये बताया था कि मैं मैक्सिमम शेयर फोर्स कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं, यानी उसकी वैल्यू क्या है, व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ द मैक्सिमम शेयर फोर्स. तो फॉर दैट आई टोल्ड यू ओनली वन सपोर्ट रिएक्शन इज देयर, तो दैट इज वर्टिकल रिएक्शन नीड बी ए, दैट इटसेल्फ इज द मैक्सिमम शेयर फोर्स. बट व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस VA? Summation of all the loads 5 plus 10, but here there is a UDL. Convert this UDL into UDL, total UDL, any resultant load. How to convert that? For 1 meter it is 3 kilonewtons, but the total length for which the UDL is acting is 2 meters. So automatically the load will be 3 into 2. WL बोला था ना मैं आपको, I told you. For 1 meter it is 3 kilonewtons. For 2 meters what will be the resultant load? 3 into 2. Where it will act? कहाँ act करेगा? 2 by 2 at the center of 2. Now please all of you listen carefully. The maximum support reaction is nothing but maximum shear force. The symbol for the shear force is either you can give it as Vmax भी देते हैं उसको, shear force को कौन सा भी सिंबल दे सकते हैं, या कैपिटल S भी दे सकते हैं shear force को. Any different authors will give different notation for the shear force. So it can be Vmax or it can be Smax, maximum shear force, which is at VA. So now tell me what is the value? 5 plus 10 plus 3 into 2. 5 plus 10 plus 3 into 2, 15 plus 6, 21 kilonewtons. तो आपका मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स है 21 kilonewtons. Have you not calculated within 30 seconds or within 1 minute? In the competitive exams, maximum of 1 minute will be given for each bit, each objective question. So if this is the case, if the question is maximum shear force, simply what you have to do, you have to add up all the forces. So the summation of all forces is nothing but balanced by this vertical reaction here. Sum of the upward is equal to sum of the downward, right? To keep it in equilibrium. So VA value is the maximum shear force. Within 1 minute we got the answer. In a similar way, maximum bending moment is equal to, symbol is Mmax. Maximum bending moment is equal to, already I told you, you will get the maximum bending moment at A, that is nothing but MA. What is the value of MA? Calculate the moments of all the forces. First force moment minus 5 into, what is the total distance? 2 plus 2. 5 into 2 plus 2. Next load minus 10 into 2 minus this UDL 3 into 2 into 2 by 2. Am I right here? So your maximum bending moment is coming to minus 5 into 4 minus 20, minus 20, minus 2 will get you minus 6. This is equal to minus 46 kilonewton meter. This is your maximum bending moment. Have you not calculated within 1 minute? So agar if the loading is like this, the procedure for calculating the maximum bending moment is like this. This is the value, and maximum shear force is this. So this is related to your objective questions. If it is asked, you can easily answer it. Now let us go for our aim. What is our aim? How to draw how the shear force is changing from left hand to right hand or right hand to left hand. So now, first one, shear force. Let us start from the right side. Run rule. First point, shear force at B. At B there is a downward force plus 5 kilonewtons. There is no load up to C. You can write same just before C. Next, at C. C के पास क्या हो रहा है देखिए. At C, previous value is 5 plus 10. It is coming to 15 kilonewtons. ये 15 kilonewton जो भी whatever you got at C will not remain same up to A. Why? Because in between C and A there is a UDL. So keep in mind. So at C this is the value. Next is at A. Previous value is 15 plus what is the UDL? Total UDL? 3 into 2. This is equal to 21 kilonewtons. So out of these three values, what you have observed is maximum shear force is 21. Already I have shown you before. Where you are getting the maximum shear force? At the support, at the fixed end. So how to draw the diagram? This is B, this is C, and this is A. At B, it is 5. Give some height. Take some, like in the graph sheet, how you take 5. And up to C, it remains constant, straight line. At C, immediately it has increased to, कितने को increase हुआ? 15. Sun rises up. And at A, the total value is 21. At A, it is 21. So 15, this is 21. 15 को 21 को कैसा ज्वाइन करते हैं? स्लोप. So this is your shear force diagram. Total positive you got. This is SFT. Keep in mind, many times he has asked, what is the variation of the shear force along UDL? जब भी UDL की लंबाई आती है, whenever you get a UDL for certain portion, the shear force diagram is a slope line. It is not constant. Right? Why? Because point to point the load is being added here. That's why shear force is summation of all the forces. That's why point to point it changes and it increases up to the end of the UDL. So I hope all of you got how to draw the shear force diagram. Now just you can compare from this total diagram what is the maximum shear force. 21 is the maximum shear force and the minimum is 5 kilonewtons, which you are going to get at A. So in a similar fashion, let us calculate the bending moment diagram. Bending moment number 1, first point. Bending moment at B, you all know 5 into 0. There is no distance for the 5 to multiply. 5 into 0, it is 0. Next, bending moment at C. C, how many loads are there right side? 1 load. Minus 5 into 2. Minus 10 kilonewton meter. Next is bending moment at A. Once again come from the beginning. 5 into 2 plus 2. Minus 5 into 2 plus 2 is the total distance, 4. Next load is 10. Minus 10 into 2. Next UDL is there. Minus 3 into 2 into what is the perpendicular distance? 2 by 2. So this is coming to minus 5 into 4. Minus 20 minus 6. Minus 46 kilonewton meter is the maximum bending moment at A, which is called as a max. This is nothing but bending moment at A. तो आप देखेंगे कि bending moment diagram डालेंगे. Now you should carefully observe how we are going to draw the bending moment diagram. B, this is the C point and this is the A point. What is the value of B? 0. What is the bending moment at C? Minus 10. What is the bending moment at A? 46. This total height is 46. This total height is 10. Here it is 0. Now, the common sense is, between B and C, is there any load? No load. It means no UDL is there. So, Whenever there is no UDL in between point loads, how to join? Straight line. This is linear. There is no UDL. But from C to A there is a UDL. Already in the previous case we have seen, wherever there is an UDL, you will get the bending moment diagram as a second degree parabola. So how to join this 10 and this 46? Draw a curve here. So the bending moment diagram is partly linear and partly parabolic, and this is second degree parabola. So total hogging moment, if you shade it, this total setup is called as bending moment diagram. I hope everyone got the idea, or everyone got the familiarity how to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram when there is a combination of UDL and point load. Now in this case, I have taken the UDL partially. This is not for the full length, partially from the fixed end, and it is discontinuous. Now what I will do in my next problem is, I will shift the same UDL in the next segment, second segment, and the first segment will be free. Let us see how the shear force and bending moment diagram changes. Right? Question is same. Draw the shear force and bending moment diagram for the cantilever beam shown. What I will do now is, this is B, this is A, this is C, which it is 2 meters. 2 meters. Earlier the UDL was from fixed end and it was discontinuous. Now the UDL is from the free end and it discontinuous after C. Same, let us say take the same load 3 kilonewton per meter and same point load here 5 kilonewtons and the point load of 20 kilonewtons, 10 kilonewtons, let us take 10, and there is no load between A and C, let us say, and you have to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram for this. Once again the question arises, what is the maximum shear force? Same, no difference, but bending moment changes. Why? Because another important point, for whatever the UDL you get, please convert into total UDL. For 1 meter it is 3, it is acting for 2 meters, 3 into 2, this is for a length of 2 by 2 from C. क्या करना है? Whatever the UDL length is given, जितना भी UDL का length दिया हुआ है, उसका total UDL डालिए और उसके end से, either left hand से तो भी डालो या right hand से भी डालो, it will be at the center, 2 by 2, 2 by 2. So how many loads are there on the system? 5 kilonewton, 3 into 2 and 10. 3 loads are there. So now, once again, maximum support reaction is nothing but VA. That itself is maximum shear force. You all know. Simply add it. 5 plus 3 into 2 plus 10. कितना है यहाँ पे? Same 21 ही आया. But where you will get the difference? In the bending moment you will get the difference. Why? Because the position of the UDL is changed here. So when the position is changed, while calculating the moments, distance will be changed. So automatically there will be some change in the bending moment. So this is the maximum shear force. Next is, keep in mind, this is for competitive, just objective types questions. How it will be asked? Max, and where it is? At the A. You will get the maximum bending moment at A support. So first calculate the moments. Minus 5 into what is the total distance from 5 to A? 2 plus 2. Next UDL, minus 3 into 2 into distance is 2 by 2 plus 2. Am I right? The distance from 3 into 2 to A is 2 by 2 plus 2. Next, minus 10 into 2. So this is equal to 4 minus 20. 6 into 3, 18. Minus 20. Minus 58. In the previous case, when the UDL was for this A and C, you got around 46. But when the UDL is shifted, you got the maximum bending moment as 58. But the shear force is same. It is constant. लोड्स कहीं भी रखो आप, लोड्स यहाँ पे shear force में कोई तब्दीली नहीं आएगी, just it is a summation of all forces. But when you come to the bending moment, since it is load into distance, when you change the position of the load, your distance also changes. Automatically there will be change in the bending moment. So this is your maximum bending moment. This is your maximum shear force. Just this is from competitive point of view. Now let us draw. Let us see how we will get the shear force and bending moment diagram. So number one, shear force. First point, shear force at B. First force is 5 kilonewton is there, 5 kilonewton plus. Now you should be very careful when you start your journey from B and when you move towards C. How many loads are there in between B and C? UDL as well as point load. 2 loads are there between B and C. After 5, UDL is there and 10 is there. So since you are facing 2 loads, you calculate one by one, not at a time. Like, don't go for 10 directly C, just before C you calculate, means we are not considering 10 here. So next point is shear force just before C. Keep in mind, your journey is from B. You have started your journey from B. So when you have started journey from B, it will be just before C, means right side of the C or at C. So just before C बोले तो क्या क्या आएंगे? Previous value is 5 and in between just before C and B there is an UDL here. Downward plus 3 into 2. It is coming around 11 kilonewtons. Next is third point is shear force at C. Previous value is 11 but at C there is a 10, 21 kilonewtons. Now tell me, is there any load between C and A? No load. So you can write it here, remains same up to A. Up to A. This is your shear force calculation. Now if I draw the diagram, this is B, this is C and this is A. At B it is 5 kilonewton and just before C it is 11. Immediately from 11 it has increased to 21 and it remains same up to A. Is it clear? From 5 just before C it was 11, immediately at C it has increased to 21 and there is no load between C and A. This is also another important objective question. Between the point loads the shear force remains constant, no changes. But when there is an UDL in between any 2 points, your shear force changes. दोनों point loads के बीच में shear force constant रहेगा. जहां पे भी UDL है वहां पे shear force change होते रहेगा. So I hope the shear force diagram is clear for all of you. This is SFD, shear force diagram. And next is, let us go for the bending moment calculation. So bending moment first point at B, you all know it is distance, there is no distance for 5 into 0. Next is bending moment at C. At C you can calculate. Why? Because even if you include 10 also, दोनों को एक बार include करें तो 10 का value क्या होगा? 0 होगा ना? The bending moment due to 10 is 0 here. There is no distance for the 10 to multiply. So start from the beginning. Minus 5 into 2 point load. Next is UDL. Minus 3 into 2 into 2 by 2. If you want, you can add 10 also, but the distance is 0 for the 10. Why? Because 10 is passing through C. Minus 10 minus 6, that is equal to minus 16 kilonewton meter. Next is bending moment at A. That is equal to, start from the beginning, minus 5 into 2 plus 2. Next, UDL 3 into 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2. 2 by 2 plus 2. Next is 10 minus 10 into what is the perpendicular distance? 2. So this is minus 5 for the 20 minus 6 3 18 minus 20. It is coming around 58 kilonewton meter. Now, is it not your MA as well as max? What I have shown in the beginning. Maximum bending moment की रकम क्या है आपको? Out of all these values, maximum bending moment is 58 kilonewton meter. So, if you draw the diagram, this is B, this is C, and this is A. At B it is 0. At C you got it as 16. And at A you got it as 58. Now how to join between B and C, 0 and 16? There is an UDL. So you draw parabola. Is there any UDL between C and A? No. You draw a straight line here. This is the way. So this is second degree parabola. And this portion is linear. Minus hogging moment total. This is your BMD. I hope all of you got the idea how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram when a combination of UDL and point load is given, or exclusively when UDL is given, which I have discussed previously, and exclusively when multiple point loads are given, more than 1 to 2 point loads are given, how to draw the diagram. That's what we have seen. And just I want to give you a summary on this. Keep in mind, point number 1, in between the point loads, in between the concentrated loads, your shear force remains constant. But when there is an UDL, the shear force doesn't remain constant. You will get a slope line. Point number 3, the bending moment diagram for the point loads is straight line, linear, whereas the bending moment diagram for a UDL, it is parabolic, that is second degree parabola. For whichever portion of the UDL, the shape of the bending moment diagram is second degree parabola. You have to join the points by second degree parabola. But for the point loads, it is linear. Another very, very important point. When there is a combination of point load and UDL immediately, no doubt point load is also there, UDL is also there. But you can't think that for point load it is linear, for UDL it is, it means second degree parabola. But which is dominating here? Equation, the power for the variable is x square you will get in this UDL. That's why, no doubt, though there is a point load, when the UDL has started, your total diagram will be parabolic, second degree parabola. Either exclusive UDL or UDL plus point load अगर आ रहा है आपको, तो आपको parabolic ही डालना पड़ेगा. तो अगर कोई point loads है बीच में दरमियान, you will get it as a straight line, straight, nothing but slope line you will get, which is linear.